You ready here, kids? This is the very definition of a spoiler-filled review. Somebody slipped me the script for the upcoming A-Team movie being directed by John Singleton. It is my duty to have a hissy fit about it. This is written by Lawrence Konnor and Mark Rosenthal, the same writing team who brought us that wonderful Planet of the Apes remake. And what's this? Superman 4, The Quest for Peace? I thought everyone associated with that abortion committed seppuku back in the 80s. These guys are war criminals. We need a tribunal, not a fresh script. This new A-Team is a reboot. Sort of. No, it's actually more of just an origin story to the series, just with new actors and a few more explosions. These writers, probably scarred from years of berating from all sides for almost certainly never having even read a Superman comic before they wrote a movie, have now watched so many A-Team episodes before writing this script that they ended up with a script that feels exactly like the 80s television show. This is not a good thing. I was like 13 when I watched and loved that show, and standards for TV were much lower. Much lower. I can make a similar attack on the Transformers movie, but why bother? The story follows the characters Hannibal and Face in Iraq fighting as soldiers in the war. They end up being set up as art thieves by a mystery person that's about as much a mystery as the old man who ran the haunted amusement park in Scooby-Doo. For some reason, and maybe I just forgot this from the show, but there's this whole running bit about Hannibal being an art history fan, which serves no purpose except to set this ridiculous art theft plot in motion, and for something even worse at the end. After Face is revealed to be a turncoat who turns evidence against Hannibal, and we're introduced to the, quote, brilliant kid, unquote, B.A. Baracus, mind you, this is the part that Mr. T played in the series, we get a short jail montage and then the escape. Hannibal and B.A. run into crazy Murdoch, who of course can fly anything, and this leads to a series of never-ending B.A. Baracus' terrified of flying set pieces. Frack, they run this stupid bit over and over again. Almost as much as they remind you that Face is good-looking and Murdoch is crazy. It's like, what, do we all have, like, that memento disease, or we can't remember what they established 5 minutes earlier? Despite how it looked earlier in the film, the U.S. military are entirely honorable here, and want nothing more than to... Wait, what's it say here? We can show the world that we actually give a damn about these people we're liberating. It's the hired help that are doing all the bad stuff over there, apparently. This leads eventually to a confrontation at a private mercenary army's secret base where they sneak in, taking the places of a country band. No, really. Murdoch takes the stage and plays the magical guitar chord that makes all the lights at the show explode. Where's Bill Nye the Science Guy when you need him? Anyway, blada blada blada, big fight, good guys win. Hannibal exacts his revenge against the main bad guy with a stupid catchphrase and a special forces pin. Face decides to change his allegiance to the team, but no wait, it was part of the plan all along. Wait, what? But that makes no sense, and never mind. It turns out honorable military guy who supposedly represented the good military is evil too. I'm confused. What bumper sticker should I put on my Humvee? The support our troops or U.S. out of Iraq? The final insult is the lame excuse they come up with for the series premise that they are continually on the run from the law and the military. Check this out. They voluntarily lose their freedom so an Iraq art historian won't lose access to some artifacts while they are tied up as evidence. That's it. He doesn't even ask them to. Doesn't even expect them to. But there it is. I mean, I could kind of see it if the art historian was like a hot chick and, Face had fallen for her or Hannibal or something. But no. The only thing I can make sense out of this at all is that one of the writers is trying to get into an art history major's pants. Because that is the only way this makes sense in our universe. Okay, so the plot is insipid. That much was a gimme. But is it funny? No. Hannibal's given some real groaner, snappy remarks, but I suppose they're no worse than anything he said in the series. What really hurts is, well, pretty much everything they have B.A. Baracus say. Take, for example, this exchange between Murdoch, who's just been discovered to be a psychiatric patient and not a doctor, and the previously noted brilliant B.A. Baracus. Don't touch me, nutjob! What if she hadn't said anything? I mean, if a word's misspelled in the dictionary, would we even know? Your face is gonna be misspelled! Your face is going to be misspelled? Co-hoser has better comebacks than that. How about this one, between Baracus and Face? There are 9 commandments in the Bible that I try to live by. Thou shalt not steal, something Mrs. Baracus taught me when I was a pup, and I've never broken it. Aren't there 10 commandments?
I tend to look past the one about not killing, especially when we're talking about rats.
This is comedy for the sophisticated 10-year-olds, folks. Finally, the reveal to the origins of the name are about as bad and pointless as everything else here. Check out this clever interplay between Hannibal and a general.
You can't do it alone. Do you have an A-level team?
Big pan across his motley crew. We can picture the A-Team music rising, swelling in the background as the camera comes back to Hannibal and he says, I definitely have a team. This is definitely by the writing team from Planet of the Apes.